welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move ourselves into our final series of the day. It's been a pretty quick day.
It's been pretty fast. A lot of the games have been, you know, very
Snappy.
quick and kind of one-sided, a lot of them. So excited to see what we're going to have here in our final matchup. As again, it is compLexity, and they're going to go against a team that they struggled against before, Team Forward Gaming.
Yeah.
And they are playing with a stand-in as well. They, well, as I shouldn't say as well, compLexity are full. But compLexity have also played with a stand-in before.
Until Hamburg,
Until now.
I'm so glad I've got colour in my face. I looked at this at the preview screen.
Yeah, you
I'm
look
like,
a lot
I look
healthier.
so healthy now. I woke up this morning. I did not feel good.
You do look a lot better now, yeah. This morning when I saw him, he was purple in the face. He had these not even bags under his eyes.
It was blotching.
It looked like a graveyard a bit.
Yeah, it was not great. But the Dota has healed me. Wagamama.
Yeah.
Excellent Dota 2 has healed.
By Dota you shall be healed. And afflicted. Both, actually.
Cleansed by fire.
Yes.
Cleansed by Dota 2.
Baptized by Dota.
That's the one. That's Baptized by fire. That's the one. You're absolutely right. Forward Gaming against compLexity. Best of 2, game 1 for the ESL One Hamburg 2018 group stage. We're doing pretty well. We're into Group B. We're getting there. We're getting there, slowly but surely. Tomorrow and the day after, remember this is 3 days of group stage, so tomorrow we have another 4 best of 2s, and on the final day, Thursday, we will have a couple of best of 3s. Oh no, a couple of best of 2s. My apologies. The best of 3s come later on the other streams. I was reading the schedule wrong. But we'll focus on this game now, Waga, as the bans so far. Io, Necro, Drow, Ogre, Axe, and Tiny.
Yeah, so possibly we might see the first Winter Wyvern of the day. It could be picked. We haven't seen any Winter Wyvern today. It's been banned out quite a bit. So it might make its way in here. We see a Shaker pickup. Nice and early here. And I like Shaker here because, in a way, it gives the enemy a reason not to pick PL. And you also have the chance that you will get PL despite having first pick. You know, like, I just like it for that reason alone.
A bit of a deterrent, bit of a...
Yeah, it's a double acting. But Shaker has also been a phenomenal hero in this patch. I think a lot of people are finding him to be strong. I think his 8-second duration Fissure on all levels is kind of too strong. I actually kind of expected to get nerfed, but we'll see. I think that it maybe should go like 5, 6, 7, 8 or something, and based on scaling, because the power of that level 1 Fissure is so strong.
It is pretty massive. And these position 4 Earthshakers, they really are very skillful.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Being
it is a
farm
positioning
out
hero.
nowhere.
And before you have your Blink Dagger especially, it's a lot of seeing the future kind of deal, where you need to be in the right place at the right time to get that good Fissure off. So I can definitely appreciate the skill behind it.
And Forward Gaming, maybe taken aback a little bit here by the Earthshaker.
Yeah, they're thinking. They're in the think tank already on the first pick here, starting to go into their reserve time.
Do you think it's that quandary of do we pick PL here?
Maybe a little bit. I think they're just... well, you want to have your entire idea for the entire draft, at least kind of... let's say you want to plan it a little bit, so that you don't
get the
just
mold
run
ready.
blind. Yeah, get the outlines of a draft. And I think that's important. So they're opening up with the Phoenix, and that gives them a little bit of normal time, so they don't dig too deep into their reserve time here again.
That's a good all-round support. Decent blink cancel against Earthshaker.
Super strong hero in this patch. We might see a Silencer as a response, though. Now I definitely want to see a Silencer. With Bane and Phoenix, this is some of the biggest incentive you could have. Hopefully for compLexity, they have someone who's comfortable playing it, but I would imagine that both Zfreak as well as Envy would be fine playing it. Because it's just super nice against Phoenix in the laning stage, but also against Fiend Script later on. It guarantees that you can remove the Fiend Script from a teammate and makes the split push game a little bit safer to play.
Dire team ban.
Alright, they start out by Enigma. Interesting.
Into Phoenix and Bane.
You know, I had a guy recently who surprised me. He plays position 5 support Enigma. And like really good win rates in like top 200 rank brackets, right? And I was so shocked. I'm like, how does that even
10
work?
seconds remaining.
I need to watch his replays a bit and understand what he does, but
5 seconds
somehow
remaining.
Enigma can be a 5 support, which I've never seen before.
How does he start? Like Orb of Venom and
Team
what?
No, he just controls the pulls, I think, and like he denies mid first of all, and then he just goes top and just pulls and makes sure to have sentry. It's kind of weird. It's weird, but it can work. So Enigma and Shaker, some solid teamfight openings here by compLexity and really good disables.
10
But
seconds
it can be a
remaining.
little bit tough to play Enigma straight into a Bane like that.
5
Bane is very good at
seconds
canceling Black Hole. For sure. 2 different abilities.
Dire team ban.
Even the Phoenix is annoying against Enigma, I feel. Because that stun from the egg, the AoE of egg is so massive ever since they buffed it. It's huge.
And it can cancel blinks, it can cancel out Black Hole.
Yeah, it's just pestering.
Even in lane, Fiery Spirits are pretty good against Eidolons as well. It doesn't kill them off, but it gives you a chance
It
to...
also turns it day, so you can't juke in Fog of
10
War.
seconds remaining.
Morphling banned out by Forward.
5
Spectre,
seconds remaining.
the removal from compLexity. As yet again, we continue in this draft with very slow, steady, very deliberate planning and drafting here from both teams.
Why do I get a feeling that Forward are gonna like pull out a Resolution Clinks or something in this game? I don't know. Maybe Clinks is just really, really tempting against Shaker and Enigma because he kind of eats them. And Resolution also does play a super good Clinks, but I haven't seen it recently, so I don't know why. Sometimes just get this like instinct that this would be really amazing here, and
Yeah.
I'm really feeling that about Clinks here for Forward.
5 seconds
Do you ban
remaining.
PL here as Forward? I don't feel like they have the inclination of picking it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Radiant team pick.
That's a good
Yeah.
call, but yeah, for sure. It's same as Morphling, same reason. They don't have the stuns needed to deal with a hero like that. Whether it's PL or Morphling would have been the same outcome. So it's a good removal.
There still are the other couple, Ember, Storm, Spirit, that offer you that elusiveness against lack of disables, but
it's a little bit less
10 seconds remaining.
just running you over with physical damage
Ease of
and more
execution.
spell damage, and also Fiend's Grip is easier to land
Dire
onto
team pick.
Storm than on PL. PL is super annoying to Fiend's Grip. Okay, Wraith King coming back. Alright, that's not the bony man that I was looking for, but it is one of them. Skeleton Boy.
spectacular against long cooldown ultis.
Yeah, for sure. He also doesn't really care about the threat. Like he can go in
10
there
seconds
and just
remaining.
man fights and not have to worry at all.
If he gets blink
5
echoed, blink black
seconds
hold,
remaining.
he's happy.
Yeah,
As long as ulti's up, of course.
of course.
Of course. But so yeah, like you said, quite an interesting pick up there in that third spot. Could still be versatile across, position 1 or 3. I don't really like
Radiant
the
team
support
pick.
ratings anymore, and the fact we already have Phoenix and Bane likely fills those slots. compLexity come back with a Terrorblade now, though.
Yeah,
Pretty good against
that's
the Wraith King.
that is definitely a nice hero against Wraith King, and I like the idea of Terrorblade here. He's quite hard to deal with single target focus like Bane. You need more full AoE damage.
10 seconds
so
remaining.
he works out quite well here. I wonder if Forward Gaming have a
5
chance here
seconds remaining.
to kind of capitalize on the mana burn aspect of dealing with TB in late game, because in later stages, being able to remove his mana is big. They still have the possibility of running like a 3 Phoenix and then putting a Nyx into the draft.
Even an Invoker too here, right?
Yeah,
Could be
I mean, you could go for both. Hell, Nyx and Invoker are
and
really good.
Invoker.
They're really good together, and Nyx would be strong against Enigma and Shaker as well. But that's just one thought. I think you need to commit quite heavy here to countering the Terrorblade. Like, Terrorblade is definitely a hero that you can go all in on. Like, just as long as you shut him down, you win the game kind of thing. Because in late game, compLexity will probably rely heavily on that Terrorblade. And if he doesn't have the farm that he needs to, or if he doesn't have as easy fights as he needs to,
Dire
maybe that's a
team
winning
pick.
recipe. Oh, look at that. Beautiful hero making it into this
Hello.
game too. Oh, this is going to be
Does-
exciting.
I've never thought about it. Does magnetic field work on egg?
No, it doesn't.
No.
So,
Because it gives mischance to the units inside, and egg isn't a
Well, it's just hard-coded. I mean, it
10
doesn't give full
seconds
mischance to all the units either. It's like you can't mischance
5 seconds
creeps,
remaining.
for instance, dire creeps and stuff. So it's specifically buildings and heroes. I'm not 100% sure about all the interactions, but
Okay.
at least it does not work on egg. It would have been so broken though.
That would have. I mean, that would be super broken. TB's there with like 4 illusions, metamorphosis, hits the egg, and then magnetic field.
Yeah, that we would have seen that a little bit more for sure.
Yeah, you're probably damn right. Complexity. 4th pickup.
So Arquan's biggest weakness is people who run at him early on. People who just run him over. We saw that with the Tiny in one of the games earlier today when Arquan was picked, I think. I think there was Tiny against him at least, if I remember. And they just kind of charged and ran him down. That's what you need to do. Arquan is an extremely successful hero if he gets to farm up a little bit, take some time, but very, very weak against getting bull rushed. So I would like to see some more tempo heroes here by complexity.
It's kind of hard though. Morphling PL, Tiny Spectre, all
Yeah.
of these big bands along with Marana leaves you with very few options. It feels like.
It does. It's both the heroes, or both teams have been banning out heroes that are good against Arc Warden, actually.
Show me the Weaver Complexity.
Yeah,
Let's go.
that could be a hero. However, Weaver is also risky because Arc Warden is one of the best Hex carriers in the game,
Yeah.
or at least one of the heroes who can get double Hex as well. So it can be tricky to play it in the mid game. But early game, it would be great for running him down. Yeah, we'll
Oh,
see
wait,
what
we're
the-
getting down to the absolute wire here.
Yeah,
10 seconds of
complexity.
reserve time.
They're taking all their time. I'm thinking maybe it's
Radiant
just
team
something
battle.
simple like, yeah, all right. Invoker, not quite as aggressive, but it is Limp's comfort zone as well. He plays it really good.
Invoker for Complexity.
Invoker, a lot of people say Invoker should be a natural counter to Arc Warden. I still haven't quite figured out if it works that way or not from experiment or experience. But having the ability to
10
summon
seconds
your
remaining.
Forge Spirit to remove the Flux, also to send it in to tank the
5
Spark Wraiths,
seconds remaining.
it's on paper good, but I'm not fully convinced that it's a good hero against Arc Warden yet. I don't know.
I guess with Crosswex, you kind of activate fast enough to deal with Arc Warden.
Yeah,
Exort maybe a little bit slow.
yeah.
What about the transition build, the kind of 2-0-2, then back into Crosswex?
Yeah, I like 3-2-0 as well in the early game, like to go Quas Wex in the early game and then going into Exort. While it might be a little bit
10
greedy,
seconds remaining.
I still like it just for the laning stage. You can EMP
5
with Tornado and
seconds
Cold Snap.
remaining.
It's quite easy to gank with.
Hmm.
And a lot of people have done this as well, where you
Dire
just
team pick.
Cold Snap and then send Tornado and then EMP. It's kind of a thing that started happening like a few months ago, 2 months ago or something.
I don't know who it was, but someone found the.
Someone started doing it.
They started with the cheesy Meteor build. It
Yeah.
was the Cold Snap Tornado Meteor, and you would always get the second snap on the Tornado landing, and then the third snap on the Meatball landing as well, and you just had a perfect combo every time.
Yeah.
So some 3K guy, like I played a lot of Invoker back in the day, and some 3K guy was like, in my party stack, I know him, he's a buddy. He's like, "You're an idiot. Why aren't you Tornado Cold Snap Meatballing?" And I just said to him, what are you talking? That's not even a combo. What are you talking about? And then I see
5
someone like a couple of hours
seconds
later in a pro game or in a high-level MMR game do that combo, and I thought, my God, he's right.
Yeah.
I've been missing out for so long.
It's the big danger, actually, of playing Arc Warden against Invoker in laning stage, is if Invoker goes for the meatball play on you early. Because Arc Warden has no movement speed. He is very slow. He's one of the slowest mid heroes in the game. So he's very easy to meatball.
Choose your hero.
Could be a side lane Arc Warden as well, if that's a Zeus mid. It's possible.
Universe Wraith King.
Yeah, I think so. I think so for sure.
There we
And
have it.
then, I mean, it could be a safe lane Arc Warden even. Sounds interesting. Sounds interesting. Want to see what their what the lanes are gonna crystallize down to being here, like who goes up against who. Because there's a lot of matchups that you want to have happen here, and perhaps the ones that you don't want to have happen. I think snaking on his Enigma wants to go against the Arc Warden. He does not want to go against the Wraith King. Wraith King
Or the Zeus.
Yeah, or the Zeus. Well, Zeus is more fine because it takes a lot of bolts to kill, or arc lightnings to kill the Eidolons. They have some magic resistance.
Yeah, it probably takes 3, right?
Yeah, it takes 3.
Yeah.
So, and by the time you might have denied them or run
Split
back with
them.
them. Yeah.
That's true.
But against Wraith King, I mean, Wraith King just doesn't take any damage from them. He would just run at them and quelling blades and hit. They would just die.
And look at that massive sword he's got as well.
That is a big sword. It makes a very satisfying, almost like wooden chop sound. That's the only reason to use that sword is for the sound effect, as the visuals are just objectively worse than the blue sword.
Cosmetic King Wagamama.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen my Mirana mounts, so I'm certified.
Deary me.
Certified cosmetic expert.
No bueno.
Just wait until I show you my Sven.
No bueno.
I'm saving that for tomorrow.
Wait, is it the skirt, the pantaloons? Do you wear the pink? Is it the pink and white pantaloons or the blue and pink, whatever it is?
I'll let you dream about it.
Let me dream about it.
Tomorrow I'll show you.
I hope you're wearing that Roman like legionnaire helmet, the blue cape. What was that set called?
Oh yeah, I know which one you're thinking about.
Yeah.
That one looks good.
Oh well. Here we are. Game 1.
Here we are.
Best of 2. compLexity taking on Forward Gaming. Resolution will be top lane, side lane on
Envy,
order.
lead the way. Boom, they
where
run
is he?
into each other.
Oh, hello, down bottom.
Conflict.
Eternal Envy Earthshaker. Mr. Cat.
He's
Mr.
so
Cat.
fast. He's got boots.
Everyone's got
Drop
Mr.
an
Cat.
egg on him.
I'm just going to call everyone Mr. Cat, by the way. Everyone's got Mr. Cat in their name. We've got Mr. Cat on the Wraith King, Mr. Cat on the Phoenix.
Oh yeah. Sponsored by Mr.
Excalibur!
Cat.
Excalibur! No Mr. Cat.
He's not sponsored by Mr. Cat.
Not sponsored. Right, so what do we actually have? SVG. There. On the Bane up towards top. Excalibur will be the middle Zeus, it appears. So they've got the 2-1-2 set up with MSS and Universe bottom on the Phoenix Wraith King. Z-Freak and Eternal Envy. Still lurking bottom. They're going to try lane here with Skimbaloo, it looks like, on that Terrorblade leading that bottom lane. Limp on the Invoker yet again, and snaking on that Enigma top. He's going to be 1v2, but with the nice denies he gets, shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Yeah, and he is going up against Arc Warden, which I mentioned earlier that is probably the favorable matchup for him. So, but it will still be pretty tough. With the help of Bane here, Arc Warden is probably going to have a pretty strong lane. We see a little bit of a courier hunting mission, perhaps, by one of the Mr. Cats.
One of the Mr. Cats. He's even cutting through the trees to make sure he doesn't get witnessed.
Yeah.
By an observer ward a little bit deeper on the lane.
He's committed to being sneaky. But Excalibur would have to deal some damage. Typically when you look for a courier snipe, you want your mid player to start dealing damage to the enemy heroes so that he kind of gets forced to send out the salve, or tangles in this case. Oh boy, the courier's coming. He's gonna go for it on the return, I guess. He's backing. Oh no, Phoenix!
Oh man.
Phoenix!
Eternal Envy.
No! No, Phoenix!
Oh, has he left it? No, he's going to go for this, right? Dive forward, 2 hits.
Yeah,
1
it won't.
and 2.
He ran too far away. It doesn't work.
Deary me. TPing bottom now, but they've already given away a kill. We missed it as we watched the courier. Universe falls to Eternal Envy and the help of this Metamorphosis Terrorblade. Quick and simple one over Universe. Look at Z-Freak's positioning as well. In the face, on the face, through the face of Universe. A Wraithfire Blast to return the favor, but Eternal Envy is here with the Fissure to block if need be.
It's the undead battle. The Wraith King versus the Undying. And Fissure could be a little bit hard. And Meta ran out anyway, so he won't be able to help. Top lane, it is Radiant who are pulling to the big camp, so a little bit on an awkward spot as Snaking is just standing on the high ground, watching them.
Pops his Eidolons out.
Oh,
He's going to lose all of them here.
Down.
Oh, dearie me. 2 down. Can he get the deny on the 3rd? Or not quite, because the break
Meanwhile,
zap will take him
Universe dies a second time, and I'm gonna watch this entire walk of shame. This is me. I'm committed.
No, I'm committed.
Oh yeah, you're committed in the.
That's a sick cape. Look at that.
It's pretty crazy.
What?
Maybe he did this just so we have time to appreciate his cape.
It's an
What
absolute
is that?
unit. I don't know, but it's
Cape of the Stone March Sovereign.
glorious.
What is a kingdom without a king? It's a gift from DPM. Shout out to DPM. She's awesome.
I've not seen her in a long time.
Yeah? I see her playing pubs.
SVG. Oh, they're killing these Eidolons so easily.
Yeah, that's the one downside here, that Arcworm has incredible range, 625, and then Bane has very tanky nature for being a support, so they have a good combination for killing the little Eidolons. These denies by Terrorblade on bottom lane, 13 denies. Skim is just having a great time.
Easy time for the TB. Now, another kill on Universe potentially.
Oh
the
God.
damage, it's already been done. His life forfeit from the moment he stepped foot in that lane.
I mean,
3 deaths.
Universe just wants to uninstall right now. This is the worst feeling ever.
Why are they tri-laning me?
Yeah, what is this tri-lane? Meanwhile, they do get a kill on top though. This is the one thing you're looking for. If you're having a hard time, you just want your other lanes to be winning. You just want to hear, don't worry, this guy is also getting owned, you know. But I would say Enigma is having a much better time. He's not struggling that bad. 10 CS.
Getting some good denies in as well.
Yeah.
Under
well,
his tower for now.
some of them are his own Eidolons though. I don't know if those count.
That's true, that's true.
Dire's
It shouldn't
middle
count.
tower is under attack.
MSS Phoenix does hit level 2. Being scouted out by Eternal Envy's Earthshaker coming in from that left-hand side. Tombstone. And with no dive
he
here,
doesn't have
MSS.
the dive, yeah. He's in trouble.
He must have been spotted coming in.
Oh, he
so
wants that farm.
nice, gets the gold, gets the takedown, but will lose his life for it.
Hey man, he almost got as much gold as Envy. Almost. 125 for that juicy tombstone.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Top. Bane coming in from the right again. Nice little spread of Eidolons, giving the vision for snaking to see it coming though. Might still
my
play a
God.
little too
The
far
number
forward.
of Eidolons that have fallen in this game, there's a lot of them dying.
This is where we need that JJ Leia thing to pop up. saying,
Yeah.
Number of Eidolons killed.
Yeah, gold fed by Enigma. There we go.
Where's
Yeah,
my Leia?
Stuff like that is a godsend, honestly.
It really is.
It's really nice.
Zeus with a deny. How is mid lane going? Very, very even in terms of farm trade here. It looks like nobody's died yet. Nobody's got any kills. This might change soon, though, because SVG is wrapping around onto mid. Limp sitting at about 80% HP. Half mana, though. Tornado EMP at the ready. He's got mana for both, but he's been nightmared up. Excalibur bottle with the nice Tornado EMP catching both of them, and the Fisher to block them. Perfect play, but the dive forward. Limp's got Quas level 2. He's fine.
Envy with the clutch Fisher there. He definitely saved the life of Limp. Really good timing as well to show up.
I don't think Excalibur should have been caught by that tornado, to be perfectly honest, though.
Yeah, it looked a little bit surprising that he was close enough to even do that. A little bit sloppy position, perhaps,
Yeah.
but he just wanted to run him down as much as possible. Against the Fisher, though.
And you don't expect to be behind the Invoker and get tornadoed, do
Yeah,
you?
that's for sure.
A good little play by Limp, and maybe a bit of a misplay by Excalibur, but regardless, the Phoenix being found again will open it up for a kill for the Invoker, while Universe sticks around bottom, but continually pressured by Z-Freak, pressuring
Dire's structure.
with this Tombstone now even under the tower. Fisher
Yeah.
ready from Eternal Envy, Reflection is there, but the Thunder God's Wrath thrown out onto Snaking to get the kill top.
Once more, we see him go down here.
Excalibur. Excalibur. He
Yeah.
is hasted. He's got another 15-16 seconds of that.
Bottom tower.
Fisher.
He wants to get in and get the Terrorblade.
We've got another lightning bolt. No more stick charges or anything. No
Oh,
thunder, no
4
nothing.
mana
No soul
missing.
rip. The damage and Skimbaloo gets the kill. The
Oh.
takedown is there. I
Wow.
don't know how he's managed that.
Wow, he was missing just 3 mana at the point. Actually missing 1 mana at the point of death from being able to just arc lightning and maybe even live. That was tough to watch. A little Mario try to punch Terrorblade to death. Like, he doesn't have that much armor. I'm sure I can kill him. Sec cold.
It's a very serious concern.
Yeah, I mean, ask Envy, man. They tip Envy upon hearing that. That's
He's
I
called-
mean, climate control important.
He's taught them well.
Yeah. Don't be cold and play it. This is like basic ergonomics, right? You want to have a good temperature at your workplace, else it's not a good workplace.
Especially for like intensive gaming as well. I remember this being a pretty massive thing back in StarCraft a while back.
Little heat packs.
Well, I mean, the heat packs came in because of the problem. It was everyone was air conditioning the player booths.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it kind of in that Korean culture, you don't really complain unless you need to complain about something.
That's
so
true.
it's like, we'll deal with it. It's fine. It's okay.
It's cold as fuck.
But it's cold. Like if Eternal Envy was in there, he'd be screaming at people.
He'd be pausing.
Turn off the air conditioning.
Yeah.
There we go. Ready.
I mean, it would be fine if they had an air conditioning as long as the player can set it, you know? Just set a little, little thermostat control there. Be fine.
Get that heat exactly where you want.
Yeah, as a pro player,
Direct the fans.
I would like to have complete control over the temperature when I play a competitive game. That's the level I want to take it to.
Universe, so very afraid.
I mean, it's trauma. Trauma.
140 gets a stun onto Eternal Envy, and he has no Fisher, so goes for the TP out. SVG with the brain sap quickly. And Eternal Envy, this time the one to overstep his boundaries.
Very nice there. Finally, MSS was in a good position to punish as they tried to kill Universe. This is what you need to do. If one of your players becomes an obvious target, just try and play around that.
Oh, he's popped his Tempest double, so the Black Hole actually gets additional value here, potentially looking for the kill on their hero, and with a cold snap, they'll find it. Swing back for the clone and get a nice bit of gold. 180 into Limp's pockets, finishes his earn, basically.
Yeah, for sure. 180 extra after already gained the kill, so that's quite a bit of gold. I don't think it correctly shows all the gold he got from the fight recap. The clone is definitely not in there.
No, I would say add 180
yeah.
by default at the bare minimum to that.
Yes.
To that value. Bit of a stunt, bit of a go, Z-Freak. Getting chased down, but the reflection holds the Radiant back for now. Universe, SVG, and MSS will now nightmare the TB because Z-Freak chasing forward, charging into battle with the zombies forward, but they'll retreat from the tombstone.
Oh, they're ganking bottom. They're coming in.
Oh, hell yeah.
Quaswex Invoker is right around the corner.
There's the Fisher. Onto the raindrops. SVG, no nightmare, so he can't dodge the EMP. Universe and Excalibur both here, though, with a tornado over the two of them. I don't know about this. Z-Freak wants to get into battle, but he's got no tombstone, no stuns.
The right clicks.
Limp has so much damage, though, with the DD rune going. Needs to go into Quas now with a Ghost Walk there. The damage from Zeus not quite enough to bring him down, and Limp looking to turn to fight. They'll get Eternal Envy, but the turn is there from Z-Freak to trade out for the Phoenix. And in the meantime, you take a look at that bottom tier 1. And it's not too healthy, I'll tell you now.
Yeah, that's a Terrorblade with meta, pushing it. And Z-Freak takes a while to kill as well. Finally does go down to Excalibur. But the tower was the trade. And I would say that's definitely a good engagement for compLexity.
Especially with everyone dying before the tower dies, so no one loses any of that juicy tower gold. A Resolution left all on his lonesome top. He's moving into the hand of Midas. Enigma, of course, Helm of the Dominator, so all standard in terms of itemization there. Where's this Phoenix heading, though? Try and babysit this Arc Warden. I mean, they're bringing the Bane up. I mean, they're bringing the Zeus. They're bringing everyone up top. There's a dive over onto Snake.
They don't even need that much.
Already started. Snaking the double Spark Race. Can you tank it with your Eidolons? Oh, that's chasing your hero, isn't it? It's going to pop you. Oh,
wow.
That, maybe not. No, that's not. Oh, is that? Oh, he's good. He's fine in the back end. We've got the Tornado EMP. SVG, the Cold Snap. One more hit. The Fairy Fire from heaven.
Yes. And that was beautiful, the fact that he survived there on the Enigma. I really thought they would die. The tick damage was not enough. Actually, he got saved by his Soul Ring and Ring of Regen, just HP regeneration, because he would have died without it there.
Skim sitting reasonably low on HP of just under a half, and this is why. Sunder forward, Universe. Gets a decay to the face.
Yeah, more of a harassment Sunder in this case. More the I don't want to send out a salve in clarity Sunder.
Shoo.
Yeah, get this Wraith King out of here.
Go back to Fountain.
Yeah, he doesn't want to. Not one more time. Man, Universe still does not have boots. We're 10 minutes in game here.
Now, Z-Freak is likely dying here, and I just want to point out something that he's doing, which everyone watching should be doing as well. If you're an Urn buyer and you've got raindrops and you're down to 1 charge, do not waste that charge.
Yeah,
it's absolutely beautiful to put it in your backpack, put it in your little slot there, and you've got 1 left for your Urn.
Oh, SVG in trouble.
And comes Limp with a Ghost Walk. Tornado
Yeah.
is ready.
He didn't get the Fisher off on Envy. A little bit surprised they actually got nightmared in time there.
What's going on?
Yeah, it surprised me a lot. I think Limp is as confused as I am. I don't know if the Cold Snap, the Envy expected Cold Snap to do more or something, but either way.
SVG will survive and be very happy with it.
Yeah, I mean, he's not even moving. He's just staying mid and farming.
He's going to hit level 6 soon.
Not that bothered at all.
Phoenix as well. I mean, both of these Radiant supports very near to cracking 6, and Dying and Earthshaker a little further away as we take a look at the hero levels, but it's net worth that I want to shift in towards. Dire have 2
Oh, Arc Warden.
of the top 5.
He dukes it out.
Oh. The EMP is still going to hit him, but Limp is very deep. Low on HP, needs to sprint away, but a great Fisher from Eternal Envy. Perfectly lined up, not only catching Resolution, but also this Wraith King as well. Universe, Reincarnation is out. The Tombstone is going to get focused down, but they've got the stuns, disables to fly on through as Phoenix dives over, but no Supernova used just yet. Holding it and holding it for a proper team fight, but he might not get one here. Being chased down by Z-Freak and Mr. Skimbaloo Terrorblade. They've got a cold snap on SVG, and they're diving tier 3.
Skimbaloo? Kill steal by Limp. The ultra kill though.
Could have been an ultra, but it wasn't.
Denied.
Excalibur Zeus.
That's what you want to see. If you're snaking right now, you're like, good boys, good. Keep going. I'm also farming, by the way.
Push!
Yeah.
Push the top tower.
That was a really nice go onto Arcor, and abusing the poor mobility of the hero. When he's showing like that and you have that many heroes around, you can just go on him. There's no way for him to get out. The only way is TPing.
Z-Freak wasted, I don't want to say wasted, but he used his last raindrop charge, I guess, in that last fight just to make sure he was going to survive. But SVG, this time he will die.
I suppose it was a calculated usage, at least, at that point. You know, it's premeditated.
He knew what he was doing. Then again,
look at Terrorblade's position. He's in.
Improvise and overcome. Terrorblade, you're absolutely right, has come in from that southeastern side. This Supernova probably not going to last too long, with the Alacrity Invoker arriving, a few taps down, and it will be gone. Now the chase onto Universe with the Sunder there. He's got no reincarnation, so that will be that, says Eternal Envy. Shuts him down just like that. Fisher won't quite land from Mr. EE, but he's so close to his Blink Dagger, who cares?
Yeah, just barely running away here. Very low HP. 8 seconds to Zeus. Is Mr. Envy Mr. Dead? I think so.
Is he going to pop it?
I mean, don't you ulti there on Zeus? You saw him take that tower shot with no HP remaining. And if you paid attention, you would have seen they didn't have a TP scroll, but I guess Excalibur and his friends sleeping a little bit on that.
Yeah.
Because that was a clear kill for them.
I mean, how many outs does he have there? Like, someone gives him a TP.
Someone else salves him.
Someone else salves him.
Yeah, I mean, Zeus ulti is not...
Sunder, but then you put TB in Threshold, potentially.
Yeah, Sunder was used. They used it in the fight.
Yeah.
Nah, you definitely used the ulti there. I don't know why, but they probably just didn't see it.
Didn't notice.
Didn't pay attention. They definitely saw it. There, you should make a distinct difference there in Dota. If a team sees something or if they pay attention to something.
Yeah. Snaking. Back in the jungle just for a touch. That tier 1 tower has already dropped, and it did move into the bank account of Mr. Enigma. Bounty rune's going to get grabbed up. It looks like 2 for the Dire down bottom, and of course Enigma has already picked up that northern one.
Yeah, quad runes. Feels great. Feels great, all that money. Bounty rune control is really important, but it normally comes from already being in a good spot. So it's very hard to say that, oh, it's important that you control bounty runes. Like, if you're behind, that's your way back in. Not really. It's more like, that's your job. If you're ahead, don't let the enemy get bounty runes.
Yeah. Terrorblade actually TPing out here.
Yeah, good choice as they were moving down. He had wards, so he saw the rotation a little bit earlier before they smoked up.
And the Dire scan sees the smoke moving forward. SVG and Excalibur. Limp should feel that something is coming. He won't know exactly what, but the ping from SVG notices Limp is on the high ground, but they don't want to move up there.
Man, top lane, I'm sure the MSS is like, can we do something here? Can we set up? I got this guy here.
I'm ready?
Yeah, he wants to go. But everyone is so far.
Let me use my Supernova, guys. So we've got Helm of the Dominator and Blink for snaking if he wants to go back and pick it up. Mud Golem will be his creep for now. Not ideal.
Oh, the Invis
Not
Bane.
awful either.
Gonna stalk him a little bit. Not too far though. There's a sentry.
And Limp swings down bottom. 700 gold or so away from his Aghanim Scepter.
Oh no.
And
He's picking on poor Universe.
Rage
Universe
King.
just wants to farm. He sees the ice effect. He's like, no. Please.
Does he have mana for ulti after this with Stick and Mango? Or he doesn't even care.
Yeah, he faces death like a man. He just takes it. But yeah, Stick and Mango, he would definitely have enough mana. He just probably would have been cold snapped and run
dead
down.
again.
Yeah,
Probably a worthless ulti if he got it off you right.
it's true. Arc Warden trying to do some pushing mid, but here he's pretty far out when he's standing here. The ulti will reveal. They're right behind him.
There's the pings. Eternal Envy with Blink Dagger goes in. Echo Slam onto Resolution with a Sunstrike on top. Enigma arrives and Resolution somehow still alive. He'll finally die as this Undying gets to work as little Tempest double in the back trying to do a little bit of trickery there. Skimbaloo has taken down SVG. Down south towards the bottom rune spot in fact, but it's the fight back towards middle that we need to pay attention to because you know what? Snaking has the Black Hole and Excalibur.
Yeah, why not just use it? I don't think they need to wait for a big ulti on snaking. They just need to get some kills and get some towers. I mean, Zeus is annoying when you're pushing, so get rid of him. Because that Arc Lightning spam would definitely be stopping some of the push.
TB doesn't want to continue bottom, has Sunder, but only 700 HP.
Man, I'm so proud watching compLexity here. They're looking so solid. Like, they're just in a very dominant spot here. This Terrorblade has ultra strong farm. Now with a Hurricane Pike. Very interesting item choice to go for. I feel like a lot of players would probably have gone Manta Rush here instead.
Yeah.
But Hurricane Pike does allow him to close the gap a little bit more or just reposition. And I've even seen some Terrorblades go really early Blink Dagger just to abuse Metamorphosis. So it's probably just playing towards that.
Even just like Manta into Blink.
Yeah.
And then back into Scardy.
Exactly. Exactly. I saw some Terrorblade just go Blink first item, and he
Really?
owned. Yeah,
Damn.
he owned. Like, meta is strong. It was definitely a weird item, and he was like laughing in all caps while he was doing it, but he was killing everyone.
Glorious.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Why
glorious.
not?
Very good. SVG on the low ground, unfortunately. There's the Hurricane Pike into Sunder, and that is quick as a snap, but it doesn't end there because Eternal Envy has found another target. Resolution in a creep wave with a Tombstone down. Supernova off to the northeast, doing a decent amount of zoning here and might just grab them a kill on Envy. It will indeed. Resolution gets the takedown, but he's lost his life in exchange. As Z-Freak battles the Phoenix, the back end of the fight is Universe getting in deep.
Oh,
No ulti for him.
mana burn again.
EMP absolutely destroying him. MSS now with no dive as well. Forward Gaming getting picked off like flies. Move in with another Tornado and Limp. He's got Excalibur's number. 4 in a row. They're like sitting ducks.
Yeah.
compLexity.
Come on, Bane, go in. It's your time.
Move
Take turns.
forward.
Advance.
Die like your brethren. It's like one of those cults.
Yes.
Sip the Kool-Aid. I'm sure it'll make you feel better.
Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't seem like a great cult right now.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
The leader's dead. The accountant is dead. The guy who makes all the signs with papier-mâché is dead.
Yep.
And all that's left is Bane.
Oh, look at that. MSS sneaking a rune. Getting that money. Have to get involved a little bit, you know. Try and get the bounty runes when you're behind. Sneak in. And Limp is there. Cold snap.
Well, he got a bounty rune.
That he did. That he did.
But Snaking's ready with Black Hole. They've grouped up a number of them bottom. We'll just be able to push in with that Enigma.
Oh, SVG catching Envy. He sadly gets interrupted immediately by the Dark Troll.
Is that Snaking's?
Yeah, it is. Very nice global impact there. The Dominator saving lives. So that's Fiend's grip down. I think now compLexity could maybe even just take a fight again. Keep forcing stuff. They have all All the cooldowns ready. Full BKB coming out. Not bad.
TB's just finished up his Yasha.
Yeah, so the fact that Phoenix Group was just used and you have a BKB on your Enigma pretty much means he can just go into a fight and ulti. And the fastest way they have to stop it is the Phoenix Egg, but it doesn't really work that way. You kind of have to egg first and then it will prevent a black hole. It won't interrupt one.
6-second duration on egg, 4-second channel time on black hole.
Yeah, it would be a bit hard to...
A little bit difficult. We'll see it. We'll see it, for sure.
Time travel. It's theoretically possible. Let's go, boys.
MSS is going to warp his supernova 3 seconds into the future, and they won't even know. Roshan being taken by compLexity reasonably simply. Forward Gaming, they are prepping for some kind of maneuver, not an actual Roshan fight in the pit itself, but setting up for something up near the top tier 1. Not all of them together though, and now all of a sudden Earthshaker is wrapping around in onto Universe. Wraith King, oh, he gets just out of range of that EMP, likely will still die here and pop that reincarnation.
Yeah, one way or another his ulti will be useless, I'm afraid. There's just no way around that.
Eternal Envy goes for the TP out in front of Universe.
Yeah, I think they changed their mind. At first they were like, this is too close to enemy base, back, but no reason to leave him alive there.
I mean, look where the TB is.
Yeah.
Punching on the tier 3.
It's down to below half HP. Did some work.
And he's the one holding the Aegis as well, isn't he? He absolutely is. Enigma probably needs to head up top and shove that wave out. I don't know who else would go up. Is Envy going to go up and farm it? Looks like it.
Well, they cut the next wave and his Eidolons, well, they're going to time out. I don't know. He will probably just farm the incoming wave. Maybe he'll blink and catch the incoming wave, or not.
He's being very defensive about this.
Yeah, there
we go.
Dire's top
That's what I
tower
expected.
is under attack.
No need to go to the wave if you just cut off the source, Gareth.
Magic.
Yes, indeed.
Are you a Volvic salesman?
Indeed.
Nice. I couldn't think of another brand of water. Evian, of course. Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Oh, SVG. Sunstruck.
You need to go to the US more. They have all different kinds of water.
They absolutely
Yes.
do. It is absurd how many bottles of water they go through.
That's true. Especially for a place that don't really drink sparkling water much.
Yeah.
They mostly just drink flat water.
I mean, I'm a tap water boy, born and bred.
Hey man, I love tap water. That's my #1 thing about going back to Sweden. I miss my tap water.
When I go to the north of England, like the north of England is probably not as good as the Scandinavian countries, but it's way better than the majority of Western Europe.
Yeah.
Like London is pretty bad. Major cities are in general pretty bad.
America is really bad, dude. Tap water in America is not. I don't like it.
Like the first time I went to the US was like in 2013 or something.
Oh,
Oh,
Phoenix
hello, Black
going
Hole.
in.
We've got a catch here onto the Arc Warden. Is the damage enough? Black Hole will end. Resolution is... Oh, the Midnight Pulse barely takes him down. They've got the kill on the Undying in the other side of the fight, but look at MSS. Trapped and burnt of all of his mana. Cold snapped and stunned with a Blink Echo. Envy, he shut this game down. It's all over for sure. I don't know how Forward Gaming come back into this. Nightmare of the Bane will buy him some time, but there we go. A buyback comes out. The double, in fact, with the Zeus and the Phoenix. The Terrorblade.
You need more.
Absolutely shredding these buildings. Fiery Spirits will... They'll do a little bit here to annoy them. Eternal Envy very far forward, burnt down by the Sunray. And this game might actually not be over just yet. compLexity losing that Earthshaker there has put them at a fair deficit.
Yeah, they're going to back out and respect their opponents a little bit there, but that puts such a big dent in your economy using 3 buybacks and all you get is Envy's Shaker. It's not really enough. You want to get at least a kill on either the TB or the Invoker. But it's too hard. Again, we see SVG sneaking for the runes here. He's gonna get slowed up by the Ghost Walk. Cold snapped, earned.
It happened again.
It
Rest
happened
in
again.
peace. Ripperoni.
I would like to see Terrorblade just stay on low HP until he sees a chance to go for a Sunder play here. Just don't go to base and heal. You have Aegis. I'm like, that's not the Sunder play I was waiting for. Why would you do this? You have Aegis.
Snaking!
Poor snaking, man.
I need HP. I'm a Terrorblade.
It's not nice, man.
Oh, an illusion rune for the TV. Beautiful stuff. Not long left on the Aegis. 45 seconds on that nice little red heart of Roshan. Eternal Envy. Where are you off to? Aghanim Scepter. About halfway done. MSS still sticking around top with Excalibur. And it's got to be said, Excalibur really this game started off reasonably well, but after 7 or 8 minutes, I just don't think he's had any impact at all.
Yeah, I mean, I struggle to say that for anyone in their team, though, actually. I feel like the only ones who are doing anything are the supports trying to steal runes here and there, but every single core on Forward Gaming are completely shut down. None of them have really anything going for them. I mean, Arc Warden is getting some level of farm. I'll give him that. But in terms of impact in team fights, he died to Enigma solo in the last fight. He got black holed and just killed. And almost every single fight that I've seen the Arc Warden be part of, his clone has also died. And that does make a big impact. 180 extra gold every time. It's a big bounty. So yeah, it's for sure. Wish we could see more out of Zeus, but that's what I feel from all the heroes right now.
The story of the game, pretty much.
They do have the Mjolnir, which they can throw over on Universe, so he can be useful by proxy of having an item put on him. And he also does have his Blink Dagger very soon.
His first item.
First item.
30 minutes in.
Yes.
Give him that creep.
Yeah,
Give him all of the creeps.
Meanwhile, Envy is out farming the enemy mid, offlaner, and 2 supports. Feeling farmed.
Full Aghanim's done. Radiant. Oh, wait, hang on a second. Uni has bought up a Blade Mail.
Oh, changed his mind then.
Blade Mail over Blink.
Yep. Well, I can't say I'm a fan. I don't like Blade Mail against Terrorblades, but here we are. Might work. Might not work.
What's done is done.
What's done is done. I don't like it against Illusion Heroes.
Hello. That was interesting. Gets the Echo onto SVG, but the Fisher to start off onto MSS so they can cancel the dive with a cold snap. Now the TV on the back. SVG in trouble and Universe. What's your Blade Mail going to do now? Jumped upon by Eternal Envy. Zeus tries to zap them back, but it does not look pretty. As Snaking arrives, he makes them all
He's
spread.
running.
3 ways to hell.
He's going in.
He wants Excalibur, and he will have it. 4 heroes down. compLexity really are very heavily in the lead. They'll go for the tier 4s, in fact, as Skembaloo just pummels away at the buildings, and it looks like it's going to be game 1 done.
Man, compLexity on such a roll. Just rolling. That looked too funny when he was just walking in with his Enigma. He's like, I'm looking for a different man. Where is he? Goes by Zeus.
Well, it was like the perfect Bermuda Triangle with Enigma right in the middle.
Yep.
Resolution still defending here. SVG will give them the respect that they obviously do deserve before they call GG in the end as compLexity take game 1.
That was definitely some good execution overall. The early game, the very early laning stage, perhaps there was something to be said about mid lane being decent for Zeus, and top lane was not that bad. They'd killed a lot of Eidolons, but this Universe Wraith King.
Oh man.
Oh boy. I have not seen someone so sad in laning stage in quite a while. That was an atrocious laning stage. But he was kind of just, you know, left to his own device down there. It's like, okay, you survive or you die. If he dies, he dies.
Was it literally a kill a minute?
Pretty much.
So one death at 1 minute, second death at 2 minutes, third death at... Oh, we extended it a little bit that time.
3 minutes and 30 seconds.
30, yeah. And then he does okay.
Well, it's more about the impact of the back-to-back deaths. 2 of the deaths were really close connected, so no TP was allowed, and having to walk all the way. He just, like, at one point he got right-clicked down by the DD Invoker coming in, and he just looked like a support.
He was like a little plushy toy version of Wraith King and not the real big Skeleton King.
I don't even think he had boots at that point on Wraith King. He was trying to get away from it, but boy, I felt bad for him.
Real tough game for them, but there is a game 2. Best of 2s, of course, for our last series of the day. Forward Gaming against compLexity, coming up after this short break.